So here is my second video project in Information Technology 1 with Jonathan Forbes. First, I'll talk about Access, what we saw in Access, uh, how is it used in real life, what people use instead of Access, how could it be used. Then I'll talk about PowerPoint, the theory that we saw in class, and compared to what is done in real life. Then I'll finish with my source. So I didn't talk about the company since it's the same one as the first video, OSL. So I'll start with Access. What is Access? Access is a database management system from Microsoft that combines the relational Microsoft Jet database engine with a graphical user interface and software development tools. So now with that information, what does that mean? That means that Access can create report, can create form as we saw in module 5, and can create queries. Finally, you can add different information to different form as we saw in module 6. So in short, Access is done to collect all the database, then create different things like some report form or queries. How is Access used in real life? In real life, OSL uses a software called RQ. Uh, it is used to create some report, like the number of sales that we've done or the money made with commission. Example, if I sell 2 cell phone, I'll do $20 and then I'll just click on create a report and I'll see myself compared to every other seller. Uh, I really like to have like a report like the one on the picture as we can see, because sometimes we need to call other seller and we do not necessarily have their information. So it will be much more easier if we can create or change some of the thing in the report. That's one of the thing that we cannot do with RQ. So for this, it will be nice to use Access instead of RQ because we can modify the form and we cannot create a query. We have to stick to what is done by the software. So now how can Access be used? Access could be used to improve the software OSL is actually using. So as I said, they could add up some little thing, or we could only use Access since it's almost the same thing. Uh, but with I think about myself, better tools. It could also be used to put everything together because right now, if we do not if we have extra note to put, we need to put them into Excel and then we put the Excel into RQ instead of all doing like on RQ. And now, what is PowerPoint? PowerPoint is a presentation program done by Microsoft. What is it for? It is for presenting, like I'm doing right now, some slide that follows each other. So what we saw in theory, we saw that we can combine some PowerPoint, we can save it as a show, we can protect files, we can record animation sequences, we can control animation timing. How is it done in real life? PowerPoint is used to show promotion. So example, if we're having a big deal with Kudo, they're going to put a slide of Kudo with a lot of animation so people will be attracted by it. We'll receive um, the PowerPoint by the headquarter and we put it on a USB key to put it on a screen. They put a lot of animation, as I said, to attract people, and it is seen as a show, so we don't have to click every time to switch. It is like time, like if it's a little movie. And finally, here's are my sources. First, Jessica Desmarais is my management at OSL. She told me a lot about RQ and how we use PowerPoint since that's not part of my job. My job is only selling, so I don't know what is done behind that. Then my teacher, Jonathan Forbes, that tells me all the good tricks of Access and PowerPoint. And finally, I use the book to do my module, and then I use for sure Access and PowerPoint.